Beautiful people, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. So guys, there is a school in Europe which is open and accepting applications for international students. Okay, so if you're an international student, you can actually apply to this school, and I would like to give you some general tips before you start the application. And please make sure you listen to this video so that you do not ask questions that I mentioned in the video. Thank you so much. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that this school has programs that are taught in English and also in the German language. Secondly, you can apply for a maximum of 2 different programs in this particular university, and as I speak to you, the admissions is open already. Now, one thing you should understand is that most people who are applying to Europe, some would end up not getting appointments for visa application. So my advice to you is, if you watch a video and I say the video is open or the school is open or the program is available, make sure you click immediately and start the application so that you do not waste too much time. All right, because at the end of the day, it's so painful if you gain admissions and you are not able to apply for visa. I hope you understand. Now, we have talked about the general requirements. This school is located in the European country called Austria. And let me burst your bubble now. Do you know that the tuition fee in this particular university is 363.36 euros per semester? And if you want to check per year, you just multiply this amount by 2. That's less than 750 euros. Yes, that is the fee for this university, in addition to a semester contribution, because each international student has a fee called semester contribution in all universities in Austria, and for this school it's just 24 euros. So it's not that much, right? So apply to this school. If you are lucky and get admissions, you are good to go. That is for the tuition fee. Let me talk about the application deadlines before I come back to talk about the programs that are available. Then we talk about the requirements. Then we talk about visa. Before I even talk about the application deadline, please remember that the documents you are submitting, you need to legalize them. Well legalized. The process of legalization, I have many videos on this YouTube channel, so some will be up here. You can click them and check, and you can check this YouTube channel to see the process. I know some people will be like, Milton, I don't understand the process of legalization. Please click the links in this video or on this YouTube channel and watch videos. Learn how to explain or learn how the procedure is. First, for legalization for Nigerians is different for Cameroonians. I always bring Nigerians and Cameroon together because they have almost similar procedures. So please check the issues of legalization or the information on legalization. Then you go legalize the documents and you start the application. For the deadlines, the first deadline was the 1st of January to the 15th of March, but it's not possible now to apply because that first date has closed. Now the second date, which is the final date for international students, started on the 16th of March 2024 and is going to close on the 15th of May 2024. So if you are watching this video, please apply as fast as possible. If you already have your documents ready, if you do not have your documents ready, call the university, tell them you want to apply and your documents are in process, to see if they can give you a chance to actually do the process. You understand what I mean? Or to actually do the legalization. It's so important and critical for you. You never can tell. They might be asking for legalization, and before you know, your application is accepted and you are just maybe to finish with the process and then present the documents to them to give you full admissions. Then you pay your tuition fee and apply for your visa. Whereas if you do not try, you cannot get success. All these things we are doing here, study abroad, is all about trying till you get in. Because the way it is now, the competition is getting high every day. Please share this video and like the video as well for me. Thank you so much. We have talked about tuition application. Now let's talk about the documents you need to apply before we come to the programs and visa application. The documents you need include, for bachelor students, you need a passport photograph, your international passport. You need a curriculum vitae, which is commonly called a CV. You equally need a motivation letter, okay, and this motivation letter should be maximum 2 pages. You also need what we call educational credentials, which is your high school documents, which include A levels and O levels, and also your WAEC certificate and your NECO or WASI. Remember, when it comes to your high school certificate, your transcripts is very important. Transcripts in high school play a very important role in getting admissions in Austrian university. Please do not forget this. It's so important. Put it into consideration. Then they are also asking for English proficiency B2. So in this case, you can get IELTS or TOEFL, but if you do not have it, well, maybe you can discuss with the department and they can approve it. If you have Duolingo, tell them that you have Duolingo tests to see if it can be accepted. Now, when you go to the master's programs, you also need a motivation letter. You also need a passport photograph. You also need a copy of your CV, and it must be maximum 2 pages. You need in addition to your high school certificate, you need a copy of your bachelor's degree transcript and the bachelor's degree certificate as well. Okay. Then you need recommendation letters, and these recommendation letters must come from your professors, maximum of 2 for two master's degree programs you are applying to. Then if you've done any research work or many theses or any work, add the abstract. They want to know what you actually did, because the abstract of that research or paper or work you did is going to explain to them what the work was all about. I hope you understand. These are the documents you need. Remember, your motivation letter carries the greater proportion of an application like this. It was specified specifically clear on the website that motivation letter and recommendation letters should be pay attention. Like, you must pay attention to these particular documents, notwithstanding the other documents, transcripts as well, and your transcript must show that you've graduated already. I hope you understand. This is for this particular school in Austria. The name of the school is called Carinthian University of Applied Sciences. And like I said, for 1 year, you are going to be paying just 726.45 euros. It may be more, it may be less, but it doesn't matter. Just know that the range is not up to 750 per year, because they charge per semester. I hope this is understood. This is for international students. European students, they do have their own fee that they have to pay as well per year. Now, let's take a look at some programs you should consider in this university. Remember, at the beginning of this video, I said they offer programs in English and in German. I was thinking it's Switzerland, but we are talking about Austria now. So if you want to apply for bachelor's programs, they have bachelor's programs in English, because if you are paying 363 euros per semester, that is actually free, right? It means you are actually studying for free. So now, if you take a look at the bachelor's programs, you will notice that intercultural management is one of the programs, and this is taught in English language. Then you have civil engineering, you have biomedical science, you have digital business management. All these ones are taught in German. For those who have German proficiency or language test to testify that they can understand, speak, write, or even comprehend well in German, you can apply for such German programs. Okay. Then you also have green transition. This program is in English language. Then there is also bachelor in digital marketing and sales. This is equally in English language. So there are some programs I didn't mention. They are also in German. So you can check in. My interest here is for international students and English taught program. Now, if you take a look at the master's programs, remember the links will be in the video description box. So please check it out. Master's programs include applied data science. We also have, which is in English language. There is also architecture in German. There is civil engineering in German. There is communication engineering in English language. There is digital transformation. Digital transformation is in German. And we also have industrial power electronics. This is in English language as well. Then you have system designs in English language and so many other programs. Now, these are the programs you have to select. Make sure you click each program and check what it entails. I have given you every detail you need to know. Now it's time for you to check your programs too and apply to them immediately if you have your documents ready. Remember, when you are applying for these programs, you should also put into consideration that tuition fee is very cheap, but you need to show that you have money to take care of your food, accommodation, utilities. Okay. And of course, this money has to be 13,000 euros and more. There is a video on this channel I talked about proof of funds, and I equally brought an update. It's not been long telling you that the Austrian government have increased the money. While you are applying to this school, remember, if you are below 21 years and below 24 years, you have a particular amount for proof of funds. And if you are above, you have your own particular amount for proof of funds. If you are moving with family, because you can move to Austria with your family. If you are moving with family, you also have an amount for your spouse and your children. Please pay attention to all these details. They are so important for you to get success and move to Austria. I hope this video helps you. So I received this question from somebody, and the person was like, Milton, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Can 5 million run a master program? The person even put run. However, this question is incomplete because I don't know. I cannot be replying to individuals personally. Sitting and typing is a whole lot for me. So I just prefer to make videos like this so that others can learn from me. Now, the question is incomplete in the sense that when you say 5 million, master's program to which country? These European countries, or maybe you may be referring to Canada, it cannot carry you for masters in Canada. Okay, if this is the only money you have, just know that this money, like you have to pay your tuition from here, then pay your flights from here, it cannot carry you. Now, let's take a look at some few European countries. There are some countries in Europe that their master's programs are actually cheap, like in Slovakia. If you want to move to Slovakia, they will ask you to pay tuition fee, maybe 2,000 euros, the maximum. And with this 5 million, I think you are good to go for Slovakia. Now, let's take a look at another country like Belgium. For Belgium, you may not be asked to pay tuition deposit, but you have to remember that you need a blocked account. There are 3 methods to show proof of funds to Belgium. Either you show your blocked account, you get a guarantorship, or you show your scholarship letter that you've been awarded a scholarship. The proof of funds, the blocked account for Belgium, how much it is? It is around 10,500 euros. Is 5 million equivalent to 10,000? You have to check depending on your currency. If 5 million in your currency is not equivalent to 10,500 euros, then it cannot carry you to Belgium. Remember, I said this money, if it includes your flight, then it cannot take you to any country as we speak right now. Okay, because if you are looking at European countries, you have to apply for a school. Then when you get admissions, you now pay tuition deposit. But there is another case. You can still go ahead and use this money, all right? Like if you have just this 5 million without your flight ticket inside, you can still apply to countries that do not need you to pay tuition deposit, or you apply for scholarships. I hope you understand. But if you are looking at masters abroad now like this as I'm talking, I don't know 5 million in what currency, but if you are looking at France CFA and Nigerian Naira, it's going to be very difficult to take, like move abroad with 5 million with your flight and everything inclusive. It's going to be very difficult. But if the program you are applying to, like there are some programs in the Czech Republic that may not charge you a lot of money. I think I saw some programs in some schools, 500 euros, you are good to go. 1,000 euros maximum, you are good to go. Why not? In this case, I think 5 million is enough to carry you because the tuition deposit you are paying is just small money. Or if you manage to get an admission to study a master's program at the University of Luxembourg, well, Luxembourg also needs blocked account and it's around 11,000 euros. Is 11,000 euros equivalent to 5 million in your currency? You have to verify that. So before you bring a question like this, you have to consider, mention the country. All right, if possible, say that I have seen a program that is charging like this per semester. Now, from there, I can know what to tell you, but the question is incomplete. In this case, we cannot really say. And even looking at that money, 5 million is too small. If it is inclusive, like your flight ticket is inside, is too small. But if your flight is outside, somehow you may find a cheap school that can accommodate you.